Hey, yo! Welcome to another episode of It's the Bottom Line, where we talk about everything in the world of sports, entertainment, and life. You already know it's your host with the most, Mandrey, Mandrizzle, Davis. It'd be so much I'd be wanting to say, but we got a lot of time, so I'm not going to go into what I want to really talk about. I'm going to go into who we got in the studio today. Live, Access Cable 21, Charlotte, the one and only. You see her pushing artists and tap in. Now we get to do a one-on-one interview. Miss The1Civilian.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
Hey, we got The1Civilian finally, because I know schedule's been like,
Yes.
Finally got together.
Yes, in the last, I would say 2 weeks, I've probably been in 3 different states, so it has been a lot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I've been in a couple of different cities. One state, I was just in Atlanta last weekend.
Me too.
So, you were there?
Yes, I was just in Atlanta last weekend.
What were you doing in Atlanta?
I was meeting with Hollywood Love. He's actually he was over the band with Coachella. So I was meeting with him, talking to him about the show that I'm having in Atlanta September 6th.
Fire. That's what's up. September 6th.
Yeah, and then we went to the Southern Plug Music Awards show, and we also checked out the venue. So we were everywhere.
That's incredible. I was out there with Lyrical Healing, Portia the Poet. We turned Players Club into a stage play.
Oh, that's awesome.
We were at Apache XLR.
Oh, cool.
And it was pretty cool. And then I was out there with the super producer. His family had a reunion out there. It was incredible. I really needed that break, so it was like work and play at the same time.
Yeah, we do have to take time to, for our mental health to like take breaks.
Yeah. And that's something I learned being a licensed and certified peer support. I have to take time for myself.
Because we just keep working.
Yeah, you can't be 100%.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and just get into it. I got to know, because you work with so much music and artists of different genres. When did you first really fall in love with music?
So when did I fall in love with music? That's a great question. You know what? Doing the dishes. So I wasn't allowed to watch TV when I did the dishes, so I would sing Whitney Houston songs to the top of my lungs.
Ooh, come on.
Yeah, just to keep, because I hated washing dishes, and we didn't have a dishwasher at first, so you just imagine doing dishes every night. So yeah, I spent a lot of time with that, and also I do write a little poetry, and so the emotions of a song. Like if you're feeling a certain way, you can listen to certain songs and, And I guess also I started playing the violin when I was like 5.
Oh, really?
The Suzuki method. So I played for an elementary school pretty much up until like the 5th grade.
Yikes. Do you still like fiddle-faddle with it from time to time?
So on one of my birthdays, I bought a violin like recently, and I'm like starting over.
Don't feel bad. I was in 5th grade when I started with the alto saxophone. And this recently, I've been seeing artists online, and I've been seeing people come out jazz, and I'm like, that's supposed to be me. And I went and got another alto sax. Now, if I just make time in my schedule to practice, I might get it back up.
Yeah, so, I'm a teacher. I don't know if you know, I teach high school.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, I do. So, like, what I was doing was some of my students, like, play violin. I'd be like, and during homeroom, we're like, teach me something. And so I have my little violin in there. We're trying to, like, in 15 minutes, like, give me a little something, so that's what I've been doing to practice the violin. And also builds relationship with my students, so.
That's incredible. Wow. So, like, back then, you said Whitney. So we already know that. Who else was, an influence back then that just made you say, I love music?
I mean, Mariah, too. Mariah Carey, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, I like Prince over Michael Jackson. I just want to put that out there. Michael Jackson is nice, but Prince said the things we wanted to say. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I know he was a little out there, but I mean, the guitar play, the different types, the ways he would play with his voice.
Yes.
Like so talented. So you know, and you know, of course we're dating ourselves, you know,
Yeah,
talking about,
absolutely.
you know, yeah. So
I can't go against you on that. It's a lot of people I have debates with on that, and they always say like, "Ugh, you pick Prince."
Yes.
I'd be like, well, let's be
Every
real
day.
about it. Prince was a artist. He was a musician. He played multiple instruments. A lot of people didn't know that. So like a lot of the stuff he was getting done, he did.
and he put other bands on, right?
Whole
You know
lot
what I'm
of
saying?
bands.
Michael left his brothers, didn't he? Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just
yeah,
okay.
just
Never
saying.
mind.
Whoopsie.
Let me stop for the Michael Jackson people. Come and get me.
Yeah, we don't want to get that. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, start tap dancing or some.
Michael
you know.
Jackson, pop, pop,
Yeah,
pop.
yeah.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Prince too. That matter of fact, that's what got me into playing the bass guitar, and I got actually one reel where it's a wrestler today, Seth Rollins. His theme song is called "Burn It Down," and I don't even know how I did it, but I was just freestyling. I was playing lead guitar and playing the bass line at the same time,
Wow.
back and forth on it. It's hilarious.
Now, I mean, so I just want you to know though, but see, I am not musically inclined. Like, you know, I have these, you know, writing desires, or like I'm very lyrical as far as like I want the song to make sense or whatever, but
Yeah.
I cannot sing. I have no rhythm. And I'm a little tone deaf. So don't think that's how I got into music. Because I didn't get into music until like 2021.
Okay.
And that was because an artist, Young Doc, he was actually working for me. I had a cleaning company at the time. They had gave, during COVID, they gave teachers like money.
Right.
Right. And so I started a cleaning business that took up a lot of time, and he was one of my lead employers, and employees, and he was like, "Here, listen to this EP. If you like it, I want you to be my manager." And I was like, "I'm already a manager." He's like, "No, I want you to be my music manager." And that's how this started. It just really purely on the fact that he asked me to.
That's incredible.
So I was like 49 or something like that, or starting a music business, not knowing anything.
But you know, when you have the creativity, when it's a talent that's already in you, it's not hard to push on it, because
Right.
you get the ancestors, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, they push it because it's already your gift and craft.
Right.
So that's pretty amazing. And that's crazy. So you were cleaning.
Yeah, we do. Well, no, I don't clean.
I mean, commercial cleaning, y'all.
Yeah, I had them cleaning houses.
Right.
Like big, gigantic houses, like out in Ballantyne and stuff. I would send a crew of black men out to go clean these people's houses, and it taught them. It was more about learning the skills of leadership, how you represent yourself, you know, those kind of things. And then they went on to go get other jobs. You know what I'm saying? So I dissolved the cleaning business. And then I really solely kind of focused more on the music business. I did also, this is another weird story, but I used to have horses. So my parents had their own business. We had a horse stables. And so when I used to ride the horses, like, you know, take the trail rides out, I would sing for my tips. So
Stop.
yeah, so they would give me tip money. So I, you know, back then, you know, I didn't have the internet, so I was like, somebody's gonna discover me, right? And
Right.
yeah, right. But then I lost my singing voice around 25. It is gone. Yeah, that's okay. I get to hear other people's music. You know how amazing it is to ride in a car with someone that can sound like the radio? You know, I'm just riding along and they just start busting out a song and I'm like, look at my friend right here. Oh my God. You know, so it's very exciting for me. Yeah.
That, what you said really was a very, very good point, because they were learning structure. What a lot of artists today don't understand, there is roles. There's to get to the next level. Just like if you you working somewhere, like you said, say a restaurant. Okay, you want to be the manager, you get to the owner. Guess what? You start as an employee. How they say, I move over to the fries. Now I'm flipping the burgers.
Right.
Now the big bucks start coming
Right.
in. Supervisor, management. You got to be trained.
Right.
To get to that level, to know what you're doing, to be able to train others.
Right. So like when my artists get off the stage, the first thing they do is come to me and be like, okay, how was that?
Yes.
What was wrong with that?
Right.
You know, because it's a constant feedback. I don't care how many shows you've done. How did you do on this show?
Right.
You can't get lazy. You never know who's in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you might get an opportunity.
At one time. Yeah, you only get one. You only get one.
And I know some artists who have like gotten some gigs from my shows, like they've done a wedding, they've done, now this person wants to feature with them or whatever. So you never know. So you got to be ready. You got to be at your best
at all times. I've made a lot of networking from the two, especially like Little John. That was the first. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Little John 4K. I wasn't expecting all that when we came out there, and it was just incredible how many people were out there. I already knew who else was out there. Jesse, the Divine Hippie.
Yes.
So it was almost like a family reunion, so to speak. And then all the new people that I met that we're still kicking it today. BK. Right. BK the realist.
Yeah. And the Tap In Media Day was like times 10 on that, right?
It was.
Like, there's podcasters were just showing up. Camera people were just showing up.
Yes.
And I was just like, this is awesome for the artists.
It really was.
I mean, we were posting footage for like almost a month and a half, and everything was new because people kept sending me stuff that they had done, and I was like, yeah.
And like I'm still putting out snippets on it. And I'm just sit back, I'm like amazed at everything and how it went down.
Well, I mean, you have to understand, I didn't do it by myself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
One of my artists, Don Tony, he works very closely with me and helps me organize everything, assists on like me keeping up with my calendar, because with me having a full-time job as a teacher, me managing 8 artists that are signed to me, including a saxophonist, a fire breather, and dancers and whatever, and models, that I need help, and he helps me, you know what I'm saying? And then I have the artists that, promote, like Sonny the Deity, he gonna tag me in something every day.
Sonny is fire.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they, again, help build this brand. It's not just, it's me, I'm the one-civilian. It's not like that.
Right. And that's such a loving concept. I'm glad you pointed that out. Notice how she gave props to everybody involved and how it's moving. We see her as the forefront, but they make her at the forefront where she doesn't have to focus on all that other stuff. It's a team. It's a family.
Yep. Somebody makes the flyers. That's Trap Lynn. He makes flyers. If not, Infrared will step in. Infrared got his own radio show and all that.
Right.
But he'll help me out. So it's like all these people are building this, you know what I'm saying? And so I respect that. I don't want to ever act like it's just all me. That's not cool.
I like how that went in, because that actually was getting ready to be my next question, but it just slid right in.
What was it?
What we just talked about, the bringing together of everybody. So actually, how did we talked about how Tap In got formed, but like your current position, what all does it entail? What do you do now, other than what we just talked about?
So what do I do? I curate events, obviously. Right, I've done 23 this year so far.
Whew.
Yeah. I do artist development.
Okay.
And if I don't know something, I have the Flay company. They also help
Flay.
with it. Yeah, right. I working on branding. How we got the Tap In bags for everybody that showed up. Like, here you go, right, to bring attention to that. And then marketing and promo, and then I have a YouTube page I'm developing.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to get that in, and and also with the artist development, that's such a big part, because interviewing skills, stage performance.
Yes.
I go to the studio with them.
Okay.
So if they need like song lyrics or there's something's wrong with the sound, I do that. What else do I do? Oh, network.
I was going to say, what don't you do? That would have been an easier question. What doesn't she do?
I mean, and it's not just music, because like the events. Okay, so this is what I decided. I had to figure this out, right?
Okay.
Because people used to ask me what I would do, and I'm like, I don't know, like whatever I feel like, and that's not a good answer, right? That's not a good sales pitch, right?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
I feel like every event I create is just like how an artist makes a song. So the Tap In Media Day came from, what can we do now? Yeah. And we just make it up and put it together. So it's like a song for me. It's my song to the artist, if that makes sense. So like my Love Vibe is for the older crowd, where it's just like an R&B type thing.
Yeah.
So every event caters to that. And so I might not do it again.
Okay.
Because I'm making a new song.
I'm like picturing it as you explain it. I got you. So every event is like a song built into the Tap In album compilation.
Yeah, it's my album to the artist. Yeah.
That is a fire concept.
Yeah, because like how some people just run the same show back to back.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't do it.
No.
I get bored. I'm like, I've done this. Let's do something else.
So what else can we do? This boom, like flash mob. What can we do that's gonna be surprising to them?
Hey, we should try a flash mob. I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's a thought. It's a thought. Don't think I won't get involved.
Right, exactly.
So how long has Tap In been established?
So like I said, in 2021, I mean, we can count that because that was terrible. Like my first event, I spent like $1,600 and 16 people showed. I didn't know what I was doing. So, I mean, this has been, that 2021 to 2022 was school.
So you've been, yeah, exactly.
It was school. I took DJ Chuck T's class twice.
I still got to take it.
We have a class. It's a watered down version, but it's mainly for artists. So they just kind of know what's going on. Yeah. But when you take DJ T's class, he gives you a notebook. You need to write that stuff down because it was the first time I had heard any of it because I wasn't familiar with music at all, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so 2021 to 2022 was school, like meeting people, talking to people, and then trying to figure out who I wanted to be, like branding myself.
Yes.
Right, because some promoters like, this is what you got to do. You got to take advantage of the art. No disrespect. They were just like, you got to make money in this and this and this and that.
That's real.
You're too nice. Stop giving away stuff. And I'm like, whoa.
Right. I'm not that kind of management, bro.
Right.
I care about my artists.
I just came from my own head and what would I want a manager to be? And that's how I did it. So 2021, 2022 was school. Then 22 to 23 was me proving that I'm actually going to be here.
Come on.
Right?
Come on, longevity. Talk to us.
And then 24 and 24, like 23, 24 was like, okay, I'm here. Now I need you to start believing in my product, what I'm doing. Now I need you to start seeing me. And then this year was the breakout year of the tour, and I'm really, building up and that kind of stuff. And, and so we have a whole plan.
Yes. And see, people always see when you hit and when you're right there and you're jumping off. But see, you just explained a lot of what people need to understand. There's a background story. There's blood, sweat, and tears.
That first 2 years cost a lot of money.
For real.
And I was like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Okay, I got it. Yeah, this is it.
So let's see. I know you've done shows we talked about Atlanta. I know Raleigh, Charlotte. What's some other
Kentucky,
places?
New York, Chicago.
Chi-town?
Yeah, well, Chicago, Juby, the God, he's one of my artists.
Yeah.
He lives in Chicago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. So he graduated from college in May. And so now he's back home in Chicago tearing it up. He's like, probably had like, since he's been back, probably 5 or 6 shows, festivals that he's been doing. So I went out there to visit him. That's and see one of the festivals he was on.
Yeah.
We've been to, Myrtle Beach, Greensboro. We did this one thing in Fort Lauderdale, but that was when it was just me and Doc. So we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna plan to go to Orlando. We've been a lot of places up and down the coast.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
We really have.
For y'all, make sure y'all keep us in tune to it because we definitely there.
Well, see, the thing is, one of the things that I need the artists to understand is that you could be super popular in Charlotte. Your friends and family are here.
Right.
So you could turn the crowd up and they'll tell you that your song is great and it's not.
Talk to us.
But they love you, so they, so when you go out of state to a crowd that don't know you,
they gonna tell you the truth.
Yes. And if you can move a crowd and they singing your lyrics back like Nothing to Me or Wake Up, Get the Bag, when they can do that,
yes,
from your song, like just from that one time,
yep,
you're winning.
Yeah.
That lets you know if it's really for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If your stuff is credible, or if it's gonna make a move, if it's gonna bust a wave, or if it was just okay, it's something to play with. It's a hobby.
Right.
Don't put your money and time into it.
But some artists don't want to leave the city. I don't.
And
they act
you
like
can't grow.
No.
You can't grow. And that's the thing about it. Like, I'm learning because I'm also back in artist development myself, so I'm learning as well. I just re-signed distribution with United Masters, learning the business side, because that's what a lot of people don't do. They want to jump out there and they think, superstar off the gate. No, there's a business side you got to understand.
Right.
And so in that, I'm seeing there's so much more to learn and be invested in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be an artist, even if they're not, you're not getting paid from them, there's like 6 organizations that'll pay you if you fill it out, right? You know what I'm saying? And if you copyright your music, and I know there's this big thing going on right now about somebody stole somebody's song and all that stuff. But if you do not putting it on BMI, putting it on Spotify, that is not copyrighting your music. Yeah. And it's really not that much money. I mean, it's really not. It's like, for a whole album, you can copyright a whole album for $65 if it's unreleased. But once you release it, it's more. Those are things that artists, they don't want to focus on.
Right. And that's things a lot of them don't know. Like, they think, one time, I got this, I don't do anything else. It comes out, I ain't got to do nothing else. Yes, you do. I'm learning about all the mechanical license. I'm learning about all this stuff right now.
And then international.
I never knew. International.
Right.
And you got money overseas you're not going to get because you didn't connect and do the paperwork and licenses you needed to do.
And that's where, with my artists, that's the things I'm really serious about, right? So, like, I would say, like, Young Doc has probably 40, 50 songs. He only got 4 out there because he's not copywritten. You know what I'm saying? So we're not putting that out. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's got music videos in the vault. He is not released. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then the other problem, artists, they keep getting these YouTube beats. Those beats are not theirs. Are they sampling somebody else's stuff? There's a lot of things that, and last thing, I just got to put this out here.
Come on.
People ask me at least once a week, somebody asks me to manage them, right? Everybody don't need a manager. You don't have nothing to manage for, and plus I don't, and I don't know you to manage you. I'm just saying, like, you can't just hit my DM, will you manage me? I'll just pay you this money. I don't know you. The money ain't good for me like that, because I'm just taking your money and doing what? I don't even know what you need. You have to, for managers that are considering taking artists, and they need to do like a intake, talk to the artist. If anybody hits you and say, "Oh, I want to manage you," but they don't have a conversation with you, right? That's not, they're not for you.
And I'm laughing because it's not funny. It's really serious. This happens all the time. People think they can just click in. I'm gonna hit tap in, or I'm at the Mandrizzle on IG. I'm gonna be an artist, man. Let's get it. Okay. Do you have any product? I can just rap over a YouTube beat. Is that beat bought? Was it sampled from somebody else who's going to sue YouTube and sue you because they didn't have the rights to that music that they sampled? Right. They don't understand all this goes on. Have you practiced? Do you go over stuff at home when you riding? Do you have lyrics? Do you put it on the phone?
I could write a song in 30 minutes.
Right.
I'm sure you can.
I'm best at this. I'm just going to use AI. Oh, okay. That's what we're doing. All right. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Right now I got artists that's working with live bands. I got artists working with producers. Because I have different artists working on different things, or some of them are getting features from major artists. Everybody's doing something different.
That's cool.
And I like that, because it's not like they just come in like a little factory. Yeah. Next. Where are you at?
Good point. Good point. And it's a difference performing something in the studio than it is performing something live, than it is performing something live with a band. That is 3 different instances and 3 different styles that you have to connect to. And crowd participation means a lot. You really want to get fans, you want to get people buying your stuff, show the crowd love. I mean, whether they showed up to the event free or whether they paid, they showed up because they want to see what you got going on. Sorry. Give them that love back. You good? You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of it comes with, like you said, structuring and getting,
like they perform and just leave.
There you go.
You seen that, right? Yeah. By the time the last person go, nobody's there because they did their thing. They're missing that opportunity, right? Right. So I don't know. It's a lot that it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Like being an
is.
artist, even if you're not getting paid, you have to treat it like a job.
Yeah.
You know, this you have to if it's not something that you really want, that's cool. If you're doing it for a hobby, cool. If you're doing it for therapy, cool.
Right.
But if you want to say that you want to be an artist, this is a job. This you're supposed to be at a certain place at a certain time.
Right.
Not show up
Oh my
2
God.
hours after the time you're supposed to be. Never mind. You got me hyped up right now. Let me calm
I'll
down.
go into it with you.
No.
I am a perfectionist on being on time. And the reason I can work with The1Civilian, let's go to movies, Ty Durden, Renaissance Jones, Gigi Bell, let's go to stage plays, Lyrical Healing, Portia the Poet, Black Cinema. The reason that I have notoriety with these people is because if Antoine and me say we coming, we come.
Right.
We don't show up 20 minutes before it's time for it to be over and say, hey, we here, we showed up. No.
Yeah,
we
can I
on
pay to
time.
skip the line?
Right.
Nope, I don't do that at my events. You can't pay to skip the line.
I brought 19 people who ain't paying. Really? And we gonna get paid and pay our bills and go back to the studio with what money?
Yeah, they'll show up at like $10. Do you know how much this venue just costed me, or the DJ, or anything? You want a platform to do something, but you don't want to.
Lord have mercy.
Ask a new question.
You know, we can rampage on this forever.
I mean, but see, part of it is, and I'm gonna be honest, right?
Talk to him.
Part of it is just that they haven't had the training or the guidance, right? Like how, like for example, you just said, I mean, you're grown man, like grown, right? You didn't know the business side, and you've been living this long because nobody stopped to tell you. So these people would invite you to a show and not educate you, right? So, but if this is your job, there should be some kind of training.
And thank God I was strong enough and built enough and hood enough that I never fell for the okie doke, because I could be a multimillionaire right now. If I had said yes, I sell my soul. If I had said yes, I'm giving my booty hole for it. Or, you know, there's a lot of different things that go down with these behind the scene deals. And it ain't in me to do it. I said, if I can't be loved for my craft, I'm not going to do it. And that's what made me go indie and say, let me learn how to do it myself and help others not go through what I've been through, which is why I'm not mainstream right now.
And there's also like, and everybody doesn't have to be the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can be hosts, some people can be songwriters, some people can be podcasters.
Yes.
You know, the music business has, you know, it's like the NFL, right? Everybody's not a football player, but there's a psychologist for the football player.
Come on.
You know, there's the cheerleaders, there's the promoters, the agents, there's all these people out there, and you don't have to be the artist. There's other ways to make money and not take advantage of people, but legit make money and do the right thing. And, you know, especially with like the way that the platforms are taking money from the artists, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's a whole nother story right there. You got to be educated. And if you're going to do it on your own, let's just be real. You can't do it by yourself. There's no way you're going to get where you get.
I brought it up from the mud.
Yeah, all by myself. I ain't did nothing. I want to thank just me.
Right.
No, you had help to get wherever you're at. Even if it was grandma and granddad supporting you and pushing you and telling you, go get your dream. You had somebody in your corner backing you and pushing you. So show your flowers to them.
Right, I agree.
So when you, speaking of flowers, when you get the love and support, when people come back and be like right now, I'm telling you thank you. How does that feel?
I'm surprised because I don't see what I'm doing is so special. Like, it was interesting. I was when I was on the Finally Famous and Infrared was interviewing me, and he was giving me all these props. And I'm like, I feel like I'm just doing what anybody else would do. So it kind of surprises me.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like I was gonna quit doing music. I mean, it doesn't make the money that like the cleaning business was easy.
Right.
They didn't have to like me. Their houses had to be clean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And this is a different situation. It's a whole like rep and all that, right? And so I thought about stopping, and one of the artists told me, he said, but you're you're making a difference in people's lives. And I'm like,
absolutely.
And I was like, what? And he was like, listen, if it wasn't for, you, I wouldn't believe in this, or I wouldn't be doing this, or I wouldn't have went here. I wouldn't have been in New York. I wouldn't have, whatever. And I was like, I didn't even think about that,
Right. Because you opened an avenue that otherwise wouldn't have been open for them to network with more people who never would have been introduced to them if it wasn't for going through the one-civilian.
Right.
But
I just think everybody should be like that. But I mean, that's just
not.
I'm the one-civilian, so to me, why are we blocking people's I don't understand. It's the whole thing for me because, I like every once in a while I'll talk to somebody and they'll just like kind of give me the like, I don't know what that's called, but they just kind of curb me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why? Like, I'm nice, and they just like, oh, like you're not on my level type thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And what they mean by that is you ain't dirty.
Yeah.
You give a damn.
You're a woman.
Oh,
you're too nice.
That's
those
so
things.
crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes it just happened to us. I went in and wanted a feature from a particular artist, and the manager was like, "Just call me." Somebody like really wouldn't, And I was just like, wow. But I just kind of look at it as, okay, well, he has not the right energy for me.
Absolutely not. And that's what me and Ty Durden said all the time. Gatekeepers. Yeah, if we get around them, let them do what they're doing, we're going to work together. We're going to keep showing the love and keep supporting one another. And it's already starting to be a change in the industry just from that right there. Each one teach one and do right, and it's going to jump off. Speaking of love, when we met at the Little John 4K, y'all showed us love.
Of course. Why wouldn't we?
It was just incredible to us because we have gone through so many of this ourselves where we went in and people were just like, and it was like, really? Like, oh, we were invited out here to do what we're doing, right? Now you want to talk.
Now, it's really funny because Dre is my partner, but everybody doesn't know that. And sometimes they'll ask him like where the broom is, or tell him to be quiet, or whatever, and he'll just quietly, they don't know who he is, or he needs to pay to get in, and he just quietly lets me know, and I go, oh, so that's their real character. They being nice to me, but to a person they think is regular, who be helping fund and everything, they don't even know who he is. They treated him, so I just don't.
That's wild. That me and Antoine do that all the time. They just have no clue, and we'll just be looking, and we'll talk later and be like, yeah.
Anybody that's in the room that got gray hair, they there for a reason. They are there for a reason. They got something. They're not out here they're not here for booty popping. They're not here for just listening to some, Hawaiian music. They here for a reason. I went to a show in Atlanta. I had my big mama purse, with me, right?
Come on.
With my mama G's and everything. I'm in there, and it was like a B Moss event. And shout out to B Moss. He's a cool guy, but no artist spoke to me. Not one came up to me. So did they think I was somebody's mom? Like, whatever. Wow. And so then I would go and speak to them, and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, like, no, why are you not coming to me? Like, you don't get it. Why else am I here?"
And you are stifling your opportunities because you're not networking with everybody.
Right.
Don't do that. Real quick, because I want to get to a couple more questions. Real quick, Walmart, the former owner, he used to go into his stores and holy raggedy jeans and old wrinkled t-shirt and just go through the line. And after he left, he checked their performance. Did they upsell? Were they polite? Their next paycheck might have $200-300 extra on there. If it didn't, they might have a pink slip. See you later, bye. But you never know by somebody's book. Never judge a book by its cover.
Right.
You just never know who you're talking to.
Nope.
Or overlooking.
Exactly.
So coming up, artists, what you said y'all got some events coming up. Is there any artists coming up?
Okay, so I got some big things coming up.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
And they're all different. You know how I am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tomorrow is auditions. August the 2nd is auditions for Charlotte Spark.
Okay.
You've heard Charlotte Spark, right?
Yeah.
I'm on that. I'm on the team this time. So Charlotte Spark, and Trey Rhodes' Island Party.
Yeah. Trey.
Yeah, exactly. So that's tomorrow. Audition's only $20, and then that's all they pay. That's the end of that, right?
Okay.
And then August 23rd, we're having a show in Greensboro with the 4K podcast with Ayo and Coco.
All right.
We'll be doing that in Greensboro. And then on September 6th, this is my big exciting thing right now. We did the Vibes concert in New York.
Okay.
So now New York is coming to Atlanta. So Charlotte's coming to Atlanta. And we're putting together this show that has live band, DJs, artists, dancers, whatever. Very organized. It's going to be at a steak restaurant where they got filet mignon, all that kind of. It can fit up to 1,000 people in there. I got 2 radio stations that's going to be in the building.
Okay.
Like it's going to be. It's gonna be nice. I'm very excited about that.
That sounds.
It's called
big.
The Vibes on Location Atlanta.
The Vibes on Location Atlanta, September 6th. Y'all keep that date and name. Matter of fact, you can go on, look on the page. What is the so everybody knows?
So the Instagram is Tap In CLT or The1Civilian. So THE1 CIVILIAN.
Okay.
We also have a website. tapinmusicent.com. So they can, reach me that way also.
Okay.
So yeah, those are 2 main ways. And of course the Atlanta show's on Eventbrite. You can buy tickets there.
All right. It's already up.
Oh yeah, slots are closed.
Oh, that's right. September. We do so much, we lose track of time.
Now
September is next month.
Do you know that Just Divine Hippie and I are about to do like one of those energy yoga shows in October also? Yeah.
Oh, my birthday month.
Yeah. Get your energy right for the new year,
I need that.
She's how she is. She's so positive.
Incredible, yes.
I know.
Yes. Like when she walks in, you feel that wonderful aura as soon as she comes up, before she even smiles.
There's only a few artists that when the music and people are talking really loud, whatever, that can shut it down and make them stop.
She's one.
Her, Siren, Water.
Oh my God,
yes.
Siren.
All they got to do is open their mouth and everybody's just like,
that voice.
What's going on? Yeah,
yes.
Definitely.
Ooh, so September, October is jumping off.
And August.
That's right. Tap in. Man, I got to holler at Trey Rhodes too. I ain't talked to him in a second.
Oh yeah.
So y'all are really doing it, man. That's incredible. Thank you. I know you're just doing what you do, but thank you for being real. Thank you for caring about the artists, because we don't have enough of that out there today. And taking your time to switch from, I'm glad you and I got together and y'all switched from working the business you were working to coming into doing what you're doing, managing now.
Yeah, I'm a little obsessed with this.
Yeah, you make a big difference, and you have to be like you got to kind of be like borderline lunatic to really go hard in this.
Yeah,
it's got to be there. Like I've had times in relationships that didn't work because it's literally like Prince. I wake up 3 a.m. Oh, that lyric is a fool, and I'm in there, and they're like, are you really blasting your music and going back and forth on these lyrics at 3 a.m?
Listen.
And I'm like, yes, run with me, or
yeah, the relationships, like that's one thing that we didn't touch upon. Just take 1 second. That the relationships you have to find, especially artists, find people that support you in what you're doing, because it's hard. And they start like looking at, oh, you was talking to this person or in this person's face or whatever, and it's part of the gig.
Yes.
You have to be confident in yourself. If you're not a confident person, you don't need to date an artist.
No.
That's bottom line.
Bottom line, you are meeting so many different people, so many walks of life, so many different music genres, so many different businesses.
You know how many pictures I've taken with just random people? Like, can I take a picture?
Yeah.
I can't have a man at home question me like, well, who was that?
Right.
I don't even know.
Right. I couldn't tell you.
Right. They just tagged me.
I had one the other day. It was like, who was that dancer? And I was like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And I literally had to go back and look myself and say, oh.
You gave them a Purple Heart.
Yeah.
What?
It done started it started a war.
Right.
I'm like, look, this was somebody else that has talent, and we're working together.
Yeah, that's all it is.
If you're not emotionally and mentally
Healthy.
stable and healthy, don't date an artist. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. And if you're an artist doing it, don't date somebody who's not, because it's gonna be trouble and issues. You gotta have somebody strong-willed, strong-minded, and who supports what you're doing.
And got their own business. Like, I mean, they own, not business per se, like own it, but they got something to do.
Right.
They can't just be sitting at the house waiting on you to come do something.
And look at what she doing.
Oh my
look at
God.
where he at.
You going out of town
God.
again? You know. Why you driving her car? Why you with your manager all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, calm down.
This is for real. Like, this is real talk, y'all. Thank you for opening all this up. I already knew when we finally got in here, it was going to be a fire conversation. I already knew it.
I appreciate you.
We appreciate you. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Whole lot of tap in.
Big shout out. Big tap in to Tap In, Miss One Civilian. Everybody that's in Tap In. We got people in the building right now with her. Tap In. It's been wonderful. I hate to cut this one short.
We did good. We covered a lot of stuff.
All great things come to an end.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in for the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You already know we're going to have Tap In and Miss One Civilian back in here. See y'all on the next episode. Mandrizzle for It's Bottom